The main thing probably on the agenda is, stolen DVDs and all of that.
Paintings in the back, yeah.
Paintings in the back.
Fraud.
Yeah. Tax evasion.
Yeah, typical Jag owners.
Typical Jag owners. Flirting outrageously with the waitress on your honeymoon sort of thing,
Yeah. And then get away with it because you've got a Jag. But
well, actually, speaking of that, you can say that because since that video,
I acquired myself a Jag.
So give us a small rundown on what it is.
So basically, it's very similar to my brother's. It's the Jaguar S-Type. I think it's a year newer, or year or two newer. But it's the S-Type with the 4.2 litre V8. Now, unfortunately, the one I bought does not have a supercharger. It's just a naturally aspirated 4.2. But it's still producing 300 horsepower, which is quite a good thing. And, it's a little less, or a little more understated, even though my brother's Jag is, well, it's very hard to know unless you know quite well. But the Jag I've got, it's got a couple of things we need to sort out, but we'll definitely get on the channel shortly. And, it's not as muffled as my brother's car.
Yeah, it's
my brother's car has definitely much larger mufflers. So from that aspect, I like the sound of my one.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit more V8-like. But we can definitely get better fuel consumption. When I was driving, when I bought the car in Belfast, I drove it back and I think I got about 38 to the gallon, which is actually remarkably quite good. Cruise control on, sitting at 60 miles an hour. And I got a really, really good fuel consumption. I was honestly very shocked and surprised.
I actually didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I was really surprised.
And in my opinion, it has actually a much better interior than your brother's.
Yeah, so the difference between the two, if anyone doesn't know, is if you watch the video, actually, my car is identical to my brother's. The only difference is my gauge cluster is slightly different. I've got some small displays in them where his doesn't have that. And the major difference is mine is the black interior, fully black leather interior. Everything's black, as well as the wooden trim, of course, where my brother's is the black and cream. So for me, I'm in engineering, so cars get relatively dirty, which is not the best. But I'm not going to go and get changed just before I go to the shops for lunch or whatever. So the black interior is a good thing for me. Where for my brother, he works in an office, he doesn't necessarily get his cars dirty. So it was a good trade-off between the two. He's got a posh one. He's got the posh one of the cream interior.
The posh and sadly faster one.
Yeah, well, the faster one.
But you have the more sort of understated but overstated because of it's louder
exhaust. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so it doesn't. It's actually got a V8 badge on the back, which is obviously coming straight off. And I'm going to put the 2.7 badge on the back, just for anyone who wants to, be curious.